Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel. Well, as you probably guessed by the thumbnail, we got another little project. This one I've had, since, I got delivered just after Christmas. I bought it before Christmas, and it was meant to be my last quick flip for last year. But, yeah. I had a few issues with Copart and the rest of it, which I'm not going to go into now. But later on in the video, I'll have a chat about what happened, the rest of it, and the complications I had with it. But for now, I want to just introduce you to the vehicle, show you the bits and bobs on it and stuff like that, and yeah, go from there. Alright, so what we got here is another T4. Figures, me, and the rest of it. I don't just buy T4s, but I ended up with this one, and I thought I was getting a good deal, but okay. Anyway. What we got is a T4, it's a late 2001, so it's on a 51 plate. It's a Cat N, so it's non-structural, fully repairable and the rest of it. 1.9 TDI with, I don't know how many miles on it. Oh, I can't remember, and it ain't going to glow, is it? About 100 and something thousand. Oh, there's the key. Let's see if we can get this thing to show me how many miles it's got, shall we? 170,000 miles on the clock, so bugger all for a T4 really. As we all know, T4s go on for absolute years and the rest of it. So it's black on the logbook, it's black and grey in here. So the bottom's been painted grey. I'm not bothered about it, because it looks like Narda grey and I quite like Narda grey. Didn't come with those wheels on it. Those wheels I had to put on it to get it down here because it got delivered to my house, and it came with these wheels on it, which in the pictures we had one flat tyre. It turned up with all 4 flat tyres, which is live. This one is the one that had the flat in it, somewhere or another, right there. You can see the cut in the tyre and the wheels bent as well. So they're naff, and yeah, lucky enough I had a set of Mercedes wheels to lurk around, which are 5x112. So I was able to bolt them on just to get it down here so it rolls and the rest of it. Makes my life a lot easier. This one, as you can see, is a panel van. So one of the things in the comments that someone passed a comment about and what I should do with that one over there is keep one of the camper and one of the panel van. Well, it might be happening. We don't know. As for rust, it's not bad. We got a little bit of surface, and I think there's a bit of bog in there in places. As you can hear, sounds a bit boggy in places, but nothing more than that. But as in around the arches, it's all there. The sills, yeah. Well, okay, let's just show you what the sills. As you can see, they're pretty bloody mint, which is very surprising. The front sills, you've got a little bit of surface, which is nothing, but it's still solid. And the arch, yeah, solid again. And the same on the other side. I'm going this way deliberately at the moment, so I'm trying to avoid to show you the damage rest of it. But around the back, no damage that I can see, apart from a little bit of rust underneath the wipers and the rest of it, and it's absolutely filthy. This arch is exactly the same, pretty good. So even if I dig out some of the mud, that's solid metal all the way around. Step, when I quickly open the door, is about the same, and the same along there, all nice and solid. So one bit of rot that I can find, which is just down in there, which you can't really see, but just under there, the usual bit that's rotten there. Oh, on the inside, someone's put some, I assume, BMW seats, because that's what they look like. I can't remember mine if they are or not, but I assume they're BMW seats. They don't look too bad, but they don't look too good either. But we'll see. We'll see. Got black roof lining in the front. The usual, no stereo. That'd be a big surprise, wouldn't it? But someone put a little extension on it. Got no goodies in the glove box whatsoever. Paperwork I've already taken out of it. But as far as damage goes, yeah, So now you can see where I was coming from, quick flip. When you got one over there, which I'll be using for bits, I've got all the bits to fix this one, so it's nice and cheap. From what you can see, and what I see in the pictures, wings damaged, bent, mangled, could be fixed, could be quite easy to be pulled out, not bothered. Front panel, got a big gaping hole in it and bent right the way along the front of it. It's also bent in the front there, so that needs chucking in the bin. Headlight is loose, but it seems to be, apart from pulled out of one little bracket there, which will pop back in, seems to be not too bad, to be honest with you. So that's not the end of the world, but it will get changed. All this plastic down the sides here are all broken, the rest of it. Bit of damage on the edge of the bonnet, need a rear there, and missing side repeaters and stuff. So it's not too bad. The other thing, let me open this bonnet. Ugh, sorry guys. Yeah, so I had to jump start it because it turned up the battery that was on it wasn't even there. It was missing the battery altogether, but in the pictures, it had a battery. Go figure. This is where I'm getting to a bit later on. It's, yeah. But as you can see, down there, chassis legs all completely like straight. There's nothing to worry about down there whatsoever. What I did see is, if it's going to zoom in, oh look, we're not focusing very well, are we? Focusing on dipstick. Down there, there's a water leak, which I'll have to investigate, but it's coming off somewhere down there. It's something which I think is coming out from above, but you can't see. It could be either that pipe that comes in down here, it's the one above it, or not. Whichever way, that's fixable. But I also noticed, can someone see what's going wrong here? Yeah. This pipe here don't go to that, it goes over here. The other pipe that loops it to it goes to there as well. So I hazard a guess, heat matrix is a bit buggered. But we'll hazard that guess, shall we? It's got to be something along those lines, because otherwise, why else would you bridge them over the top of it? So it's got to be that one. So it is one of them. I've driven it from my house down to here because when it turned up, it did have an MOT on it for 2 months. It ain't no more. But yeah, it had 2 months MOT on it. So I drove it from my house down to here, chucked the tray plates on and stuff, and drove it down here. And it drove all right, apart from it's got no indicators. But that's probably just a relay or a fuse or something like that. That's going to be nothing major. That's going to be quite an easy one, I would have thought. But then again, it might not be that easy. So it drives all right. It doesn't overheat. It just drips like water out of there. So it's got nothing engine-wise there. It's got to be the heater matrix, which, once again, this one there. So we're not bothered about that. This little thing, as I said, is a 1.9 turbo diesel. If it does transpire that engine is wank, which I don't think it is, but if it does transpire, it's a 2.5 over there, which will go straight in there. So that's that. Let's go in the back and see what's actually in the back, shall we? Because apart from half a pile of junk and a mop, we've got some feathers. So, okay. Bit of line hanging down. This one, as you can see by the markings on the wall, along there and along there, did have a camper interior. So someone's took the camper interior out of it. There's a couple of holes in the floor over there, same with that. Got laminate on the floor, which I need to rip up and see how the floor is underneath. But we've got half a bumper, another half a bumper, half a missing number plate, half a grille, a few bits of smashed up panels here and there, and the usual bits you pick off of the road when it's had a bit of a smack. But that is that, I suppose. But as you can see, it's all quite tidy. Got the latest steering wheel like you would expect, the glowing dash and stuff. For some reason we've got a centre console bit, armrest, which is nowhere near an armrest. But yeah, I've seen worse. I've bought worse, to be honest with you. Oh, hello, I just noticed we've got a VW badge embossed into the side. That's pretty cool. But yeah, as I said, I've seen worse and I've bought worse, to be honest with you, and bought worse ones that aren't accident damage. Bin bags. They might come in handy for something, I suppose. Put some rubbish in around here. What I want to do first is try and work out. Yeah, this floor's screwed in with little tiny screws. Brilliant. I want to rip that floor out for a minute because I want to see what the floor's like. So let's quickly rip that floor out. Take all this shit out the back of it. And see what the floor's like, and then I suppose we'll have a bit more chat once I've worked out if the floor's solid. If it is, then we can get a plan of attack as to see if we can get this thing done. Alright, so now we've got all that lot out and we've had it tidy up. It's not bad. It really isn't bad. As you see, it's all factory colour in it because it is a factory black van. Apart from the holes where they've had, obviously, a rock and roll bed in it and things like that they haven't really unbolted properly. But we can plate over them, that's not an issue. We've got a little bit of surface rust up there, and that is surface, as you can see, I've been poking around. That one there, which has just gone through, an identical place on the other side, which is a typical T4 thing. They all go in the same place there, and it's just as simple as just welding those bits up. As for step, I am actually pretty much blown away. There's a load of surface rust in there, but that is solid. I've been beating the crap out of it. And then we go into here. As I said, this is a bit I said to you earlier about. There's your one bit of rust, which is there. This is the usual bit again on the back step. But as we can see, the whole of the edge of this is absolutely perfect. There's nothing... I can't say no more. It's solid. And then the most impressive part about it is we go around to this side, and this surface, tiny little bit there, which is on the little mounting bit. Other than that, Jesus, there's nothing. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely immaculate. Well, as immaculate as a T4 would be. That's obviously been sat around for a little while. But there's one little thing that I'm very, very puzzled about. While I'm going through here, I've never noticed that up till now, but if I move down here and then turn this round, look what I found. So, yeah, that is a brick. Anybody got any ideas what the hell that's there for? You've also got a bit of copper pipe with a pokey thing on the end of it. So, in other words, something to, well, cause some damage, I guess. Bit of copper there as the rest of it. But, yeah, what's it for? I'm puzzled. Totally and utterly puzzled. So, if anybody's got any ideas, stick it in the comments below as to what you reckon them two are there for. So, I'll be interested to see what your answers to that is. I've got a couple of my own ideas, but I don't even want to go into them at the moment. But that's them. So, and the other funny part, guys, when you pull all this lot out and stuff, then what else you find? Little blue pills. Someone's been having a bit of fun. Well, they Sildenafil or whatever they are. So, yeah. Good old bit of, yeah, little pick-me-up there. Bit of Viagra and all that. But there it is. Things you find in vehicles, I guess. Yeah, to be completely honest with you, this van's actually quite good. I'm quite surprised with it. And considering I've got all the bits over there, I think this one should be one that gets built. And, well, to say that, the next episode I'm going to start getting it going to it. Going to rip the front end off and get it built. But let's go back into this Copart stuff. Let's find myself so much perch around here. So, yeah. Well, as you do, you buy something for Copart. I always, when I buy something for Copart, get it delivered by them, because it just saves me the hassle of having to go hire a trailer, go pick it up, make it around my own time, and the fuel and the rest of it. They're not the cheapest, but it is what it is, as broad as it is long, I reckon. But they're meant to contact you to let you know when it's coming, etc. Which, there's your first one. I never knew when it was coming. I sent quite a few emails to them asking when it's coming. I had an email come off of them saying that they will let me know when it's coming, and to get they're trying to get into onto their subcontractor to find out when it is coming. And I never heard nothing. Then all of a sudden it turns up. Yeah, I wasn't there. So they decided to drop the thing off after knocking on the door. They dumped it in the middle of a communal car park. Literally in the middle of it. Didn't have no care for anything else around them. They damaged the floor while they did it. And because it had flat tyres, rest of it, of course it wouldn't roll, would it? So they used the flatbed of the what's it called? Flatbed of the truck, and kept going backwards and forwards to rock the thing off. So yeah, really good idea, that one. But it got it off, I guess. But in the process, they damaged the floor. And then you get on to looking around the thing once I got home eventually, and you can imagine I wasn't too impressed to find everything had been gone through inside it. The list went on like that, and inside the back of the van, someone had blatantly just been for a piss inside it. So you can imagine, when I got in contact with Copart, I wasn't too happy, which put the vehicle on hold while they investigated it. So it meant it's been sat around for a couple of months and I haven't been able to touch it because that's part of their stipulations, the rest of it. And in good old Copart fashion, we then realised that from all the good experiences I've had with Copart, I'm now starting to get the crap as well that other people get. They don't care. All I get off them, we're closing the case. They can't get any answer back out of the subcontractor that delivered it to us. And they gave me, I think it was about 11 quid back on my flipping delivery fee or something like that. Between 10 and 20 quid back on my delivery fee, which is absolutely atrocious. So as you can see, this is why I didn't want to put this at the beginning of the video, because I didn't want to put the negativity on it. It's a new project, I've got to get it done. It's as plain as simple as that, and I'm going to get it done. So yeah, so I hate to slate companies and the rest of it, but I gave them the benefit of the doubt, and unfortunately I've had to put it in a video because that's how I am. I'm transparent. I say how it is what it is, and yeah. So anyway guys, hopefully you like the little project, and the reason why I ripped all the inside and the back out, because I'd like to see if they're solid or not first. So yeah, it worked out that. So I guess, as I said, in the next episode we'll get on to taking the front end off, assess the damage altogether, and then we can get some panels and stuff off of that one over there, and see if we can get it built. I reckon we could probably get the front end built in the same episode. So yeah, stay tuned for that one guys. Hit that like, subscribe and share button, and see you soon.